This will be a short overview of caffeine, some of its benefits and drawbacks as they directly relate to athletes. Caffeine is the most widely consumed stimulant drug in the world. It's found in many foods and beverages, both naturally and artificially. In the United States, coffee is the most common way that caffeine is ingested. Caffeine is also popular because it is rapidly absorbed in the body after its consumption. Some benefits of caffeine. Caffeine is ergogenic, which means that it enhances physical performance, stamina, and recovery. It also activates receptors in the brain and the body that counteract those feelings of fatigue, perception of the exertion, and sensations of pain within the athlete. Caffeine acts as an antagonist to the adenosine receptors within the body. Those adenosine receptors slow your neural function, which brings on those feelings of fatigue. Caffeine is counteracting those within your body. Caffeine also has been shown to increase your cognitive functioning, including your attention, your psychomotor skills, and your memory. The effects of caffeine seen in people are largely individualized. It relates to many factors, including the dosage of caffeine that's taken, the fitness level of the person, their habitual caffeine use, and the type and duration of exercise they are participating in. Some of the drawbacks of caffeine include those increased feelings of anxiety, nervousness, or the jitters. Those feelings can lead to mental confusion and ultimately an inability to focus. Caffeine can also elevate your resting heart rate. It can lead to restlessness or insomnia, interrupting those sleep patterns for athletes. It can also lead to GI irritations, and ultimately, if too much is taken, it can lead to addiction. Caffeine is also considered a diuretic, which increases your urination and can lead to dehydration if you are not conscious of that. The NCAA specifically does recognize caffeine as a controlled and restricted substance. The allowed amount of caffeine in an NCAA athlete is 15 micrograms per milliliters of urine. This equates to about 6 to 8 cups of coffee 2 to 3 hours before your event, according to the NCAA. Endurance athletes can definitely benefit from the effects of caffeine. Research says that up to 120 minutes, these athletes will benefit from the effects of caffeine. After that 120-minute mark, these athletes will need to re-up their caffeine to continue to see those benefits of the increased time to exhaustion. Strength and power athletes have also been found to benefit from caffeine. Because of that increased time to fatigue, the caffeine can help them increase the amount of reps they can complete. Caffeine has not been shown to increase overall power of a strength athlete. The recommended dose based on many different resources is 3 to 6 milligrams per kilogram of body weight, 30 to 60 minutes prior to exercise. Intakes above 6 milligrams do not show to add additional benefits to the athlete. To avoid the addiction portion of the negative side effects, it's recommended that you stay below that 6 milligrams to see those benefits. And also, as stated before, if you're a habitual caffeine user, taking that amount of caffeine may or may not help you see those positive benefits of the caffeine. Common types of caffeine intake are coffee, pills, and gels. Coffee is probably the most widely accepted way to ingest caffeine. The gels are also becoming more popular. Research says that you should avoid the energy drinks that are high in sugar, and they may also contain other substances that do contain caffeine, such as geranium or mahang, and some of these substances can actually be on the banned substance list. This was a quick overview of caffeine as it directly relates to the